Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you? This is Ellen.
Hello. Hi, how are
I'm
you?
doing well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm well, thank you.
Great, great, great. What was I gonna ask? Where you from, actually?
I'm living in I'm living in North Carolina now, but I'm from Connecticut.
No, your background, or like, are you your parents? Where you from? Like the ancestral background. Do you know, or you
Oh,
don't
yes,
know?
ma'am. I do. My grandmother is from North Carolina. My great grandmother, from what I understand, is Native American.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Uh,
Bingo. That's all I need to know. The reason why is the
yes, ma'am.
reason why I asked you. Because at times, before contacting my clients, when a specific type of image come up, it always it always relates to somebody, rather from one, a Haitian background, or two, like a native Indian or a Caribbean background in any event. But you more
Okay.
so, but you more so, as I was connecting with your ancestors and connecting with your spirit guides more so, I was in the woods and you were standing in front of me. I don't know how you look exactly, but I'm speaking about your spirit. Your spirit was standing in
Mm.
front of me, and behind your spirit, they said it is a lineage of ancestors behind her. So behind you was like your great grandmother. After your great grandmother is your great great grandmother. After that is, and then the line just goes down, and then they coming to me like, I am Jennifer. I am Jennifer. I am, basically your ancestors are you. So every time when I see like this lineage of ancestors coming through, it always relates back, or it always have a connection with my clients with like probably native Indian, or Haitian, or but no, with my Haitian clients, they surround me. So that's the difference. That's how come I know
Mm.
that you ain't Haitian. But like like someone for New Orleans, a client from New Orleans, I have like that like Creole energy, or rather native Indian, or anything with like Caribbean or African. Their ancestors would approach me in that same way. The reason why this is happening is because what your spirit guides are saying is basically self identity, and understanding that your ancestors are you, as you already know, right? But
Yes.
it is very easy for you to activate them. You have a little bit of your great grandmother in you, you have a little bit of your great 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 grandmother, you have a little bit of your this, you have a little bit of everybody from your bloodline in you, what they're saying. You are very, 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 very creative. I don't know if you are into, I don't know if you just started like with the spirituality thing, but I'm picking up more so like your family, like the ancestral line, probably something that you don't even know of. But you come from a bloodline of spiritual woman. I'm going to just say spiritual woman. Um so it could be activated more so in you, because you're open to it, right? You're open to the unknown,
Mm.
you're open to spiritual gifts, you're open to psychic abilities, you're open to following your dreams, you're open to all of that, because this is where you come from. Your mom more so, or your your grandmother, or just relative that you may remember, they may be spiritual, but they may also be religious. But with you, it's something within you. What they're saying is the DNA strand just opens up with you. So anything, I'm gonna tell you this thing, anything that what your spirit guides are saying is like, anything that you per se want to know, or you per se want to do, you have to tap into it on a genetic level. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. One is by not chanting, but saying it, right? Claiming it. Another is by believing it. Another is by going internally and saying, I activate the God in me, right? Activating because once you begin to activate the God in you, you are now activating the entities in you. The entities in you are your ancestors, okay? That's what's happening now. I'm picking up on the number 9. When's your birthday?
10/13/83.
Oh, you're a Libra. I'm picking up more so on I'm picking up more so of like this Virgo energy. You just coming into Libra more so, but I'm picking up more so of this like divine mother, this nurturing mother, this going above and beyond mother, this just mother instinct with you. I don't know if you have any biological children within yourself, but you dealing with anything with nurturing, caring, teaching, guiding, uplifting, counseling, will be beneficial for you in this particular cycle here. Is what your spirit guide is saying. I know I'm just jumping into the session, but it's just a chain of thoughts and a change of messages that's just coming through as I rather visualize this lineage of ancestors that is standing behind you. I don't know if this is a situation with you where sometimes you want to know if my ancestors are here with me. That is a yes. Your ancestors are definitely here. I don't know if you have altar set up, but you should set up an altar with as many ancestors that you could put on your altar. You should. And I'm speaking about like, your mom's side of the family more so. I'm not picking up too much. Yeah, I'm not picking up too much on your father's side. But there is a strong openness on the mom side here coming through for you. So I don't know if you were or were not, part of that, or if you even knew anything of them, but it's strong with them. I'm seeing whales here. So I'm not sure exactly what this, new beginnings is what they're saying. Good fortune is what they're saying. Are you feeling like you are stuck in the crossroad at this particular moment? Is that why you called me? Or
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the symbol of a symbol of the whale, a symbol of a whale came up. So they're saying, yeah, because she feels like she's in a crossroads. So I'm like, okay. You understand? And the whale deals with courage. The whale deals with dominance, being dominant within yourself. The whale also deals with, strength. Yeah, there you go. Strength, being strength. If you look at a whale, it's big and black, or, it's just a strong animal. But in any event, with that message or that image with you, more so new beginnings, is going to come up. Following that, that right mind. And it's interesting that you said that the reason why you connected with me is because you feel like you're at a crossroad. But I already mentioned to you, you are part of your ancestors. So if it is anything that you want, to claim or to bring about, you do it through the things that I have already recommended. Again, I'm going to allow you to express yourself, but these is the messages coming through. I don't know if you're already into spiritual practices. But if you're not, those are the things that you want to begin to put into your daily practice to manifest the things that you want to manifest. Amethyst is coming up with you, my love, as well as citrine. Are you tossing and turning in your sleep? Or you have issues with sleeping?
I have a lot of issues with sleeping.
Okay, I'm seeing that. Give me a second.
Sure.
Yeah. No worries. Spiritual imbalance is what they're saying. Spiritual imbalance. You're a Libra. Oh, that's spiritual imbalance, right? So you always gotta balance yourself, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
And then too, as a Libra, my love, as a Libra, if your heart is not lighter than a feather, then there's always going to be a mental, spiritual, or physical imbalance going on with you. So I would recommend, and as a result of you not being balanced because you feel like you're at a crossroad, your spirit is off guard. As a result of your spirit being off guard, your sleeping pattern now it begins to interrupt the sleeping pattern. So you see how this is a chain of event that's happening. So the thing that what you should just begin to do, my love, again, is center yourself by speaking it, claiming what it is that you want, meditating on whatever. And again, it's not a matter of, holding on to feelings that is not conducive to you, or it's not a matter of what has happened to you in the past. It's what is it that you're looking for in the future. Don't even worry about the past. The past has already, has already happened. Now you're not trying, but now you're creating a new reality for yourself. So my best advice to you is only to focus on the good and reprogram the mind to think of this way. Because what happens is, as an air sign, you're over analyzing a lot of too many thoughts. Overthinking is a disease. If I don't know if you have watched any of my videos or whatever the situation is, I don't know if I even mentioned overthinking with any other client. What you said?
Yes, I do. I watch your videos all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, and that's just what I do is overthink.
Yeah. So the overthinking is the monster in you, okay? And that's the reason, and it's controlling you, right? Because it's like, okay, well, when can I ever sit down in solitude and just be quiet and follow my gut feeling? When can I ever sit down and just connect with my God self? When can I ever sit down and just be still? When can I ever sit down and just say, you know what? I do love myself and I do trust myself. You can't. At times, or it's not that you can't, it's difficult because the monster in you, or that entity in you, keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. As a result of that monster that keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, again, it's affecting the sleep. The sleep now is the spirit realm, right? When you're relaxing, or rather when you go to sleep, you go into the subconscious mind. And if the conscious mind continues to roll and roll and roll, you will now have issues with the subconscious mind because you're not well connected. For this reason, in my opinion, what they said, amethyst will help you with calming down the mind, or rather putting an amethyst crystal up underneath your pillow. I sleep with amethyst all the time, you see.
Okay.
Citrine will also help with, calming down the mind, or rather balancing your own emotions, is what they're saying, balancing her emotions. Are you in a relationship, or are you just splitting? Are you in one now?
I am in a relationship.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay with this area?
Oh, if you let me tell it, yes. So what it is that right now, we're not living together. It's not related to so much of a problem. It's that I wanted to do something and he wasn't yet ready to make that move.
Right.
And I didn't want to dedicate any more time or putting off my goals.
Yes.
So I moved.
That's right. Yeah. That split. Yeah. That.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad split, but it is a split. But the reason why I asked you is because your spirit guide said relationships, and I said, okay, well, what about relationships? And they said, well, ask her about the split. And the reason why, and again, physically it may not have caught up to you, but spiritually you wanna, just let go of it, because it is an attachment in a sense where you've been dealing with somebody that you care for, and then all of a sudden you just make that split because you're no longer willing to sacrifice yourself for other people. That's a good thing. That's why that whale.
No, not at all. I'm not.
That's why that whale came
but
up. Go ahead.
I got it. But that kind of like my struggle, because in a way now I feel like I'm being selfish.
Oh yeah, you
Because I
being
want to do
selfish
what
with
I want to do.
yourself. Well, you being selfish with yourself. Yeah, of course you're being selfish with yourself because again, if it's not about you, then it's about who. And if the person that you are dealing with is not alignment with your own reality, that means that you guys have two different realities. And you should love this person enough to let go and allow this person to do him. You get what I'm saying? While you do you.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
And that's what I was thinking, yes.
So again, that's why, and I'm gonna I'm gonna look into that dream book to see what the dream book say about whales. But that one of the big images that came up was a whale. And when you think about a whale, isn't the whale the animal that shoots water from the top of the head? Isn't that a whale?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm trying. I just gotta make sure we talk. That's what I'm seeing. A black well, and again, it deals with what they said: courage, dominance, right? Power. New beginnings. Being independent. So now is a situation where you just said, listen, hey, I've been sacrificing myself, to please this other person, but now I'm doing for me. That's independence within yourself.
Okay.
You don't want to keep robbing yourself from your goodies. As your spirit guide said, she is very, very creative. And on top of that creativity, you get what I'm saying? You don't just want to block your blessings from the universe by sacrificing yourself from somebody else, because then you're not living your life at all. You're living your life based on what somebody else wants you. And I'm not saying that this is in depth, like, oh, you doing this for this person, but if you're not happy with where you stand at mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, then it's going to be some type of tension going on in this relationship. Any relationship.
Mhm.
Any. So I don't necessarily, and that's why, they spoke to me about this imbalance thing, because again, if your heart is not lighter than a feather, then you're gonna create karma for yourself, right? Because you know what's right, but you're doing opposite. You know that you have a mission to fulfill, but yet you're being held back by somebody that doesn't want the same thing. Is that right for you? For your path?
No.
It's not.
And that's why I had an overwhelming need to go.
Yeah. I'm glad that you did that, because again, going back to the first image that I saw with you and your ancestors here, there was a smoke before I even seen you. There was a gray smoke. Okay, after the gray smoke cleared, that's when you appeared. So I said, okay, well, what the hell is the gray smoke about? I didn't. What is symbolic to this gray smoke? And the gray smoke is the mind. It's foggy. It has, and after a storm, here comes the sunshine. So after you keep analyzing and overthinking and just, now wanting to do for yourself, here comes the sunshine. Overthinking, not being, alignment with with what the universe has for you. Always doing for somebody, thinking about, oh, am I being selfish? Thinking about, oh, this, oh, that. That's too much going on in the in the brain, in the mind. That is too much. Too much thinking.
It is.
That's like eating so much food.
It is.
That's like eating a lot of food at one time. You eating pasta. You eating chicken. You eating ice cream. You eating so yeah.
Yeah. Then I guess part of it is too is that when most people are in a relationship, or I guess what we would call where we live now a marriage, because I'm not totally with the whole marriage thing as what is defined. So most people, want to stay with their mate or want to be up under them most of the time, and I miss him, and of course I love him, but I don't feel incredibly oh, I'm so sad and he's not here. I have my moments, but for the most part, I'm actually kind of more happier that I made the move.
I know. That's new beginnings. I know. I know. Believe me, I know.
It's really weird.
It's not weird. You've been starving yourself of freedom. You've been starving yourself of what they say is success. You've been starving yourself, or rather you've been neglecting yourself from, you know what, I know this is right for me, but I'm not going to do it right now because I love him. You know what, I know this is right for me, but you know what, I'm with him, so let me just help him out a little bit before I do what, you know what, I know this is right for me, but let me just give him another 2 months and see,
goodness.
You know what, I know this is right for me, but you know what, let me see where he's going to go with that. I know this is right for me, but let me help him out a little bit more. I know this is right. Come on, girl, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Oh my.
Just stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Just stop. Just stop. Just because this is what they're saying to me. This is what's coming out. This is what they're saying to me. So it's like, okay, now you like, oh, I don't even feel wrong. I don't even feel I actually feel happy. Yeah, you should. You should feel happy, and I can see where, and it's not and again, this is not just the only thing. You get what I'm saying? It's not just this relationship. It's just your whole life. It's just understanding why people come into your life. This person might be a good thing. This person might just be a procrastinator, as I'm hearing in the back of my head, procrastinator in a sense. You get what I'm saying? This person could be a procrastinator. So why should you allow a procrastinator to hold a successful person back? Shame on you. Why? You understand? So I
guess I needed to hear it like that.
Okay. You always get the truth when you come across Ella. That's just one thing that
I respect it.
And I'm not here to make anyone feel bad. I'm just providing these messages coming from spirit realm and higher source. That's all I'm doing. You understand? So,
absolutely.
Yes, my love. So, in any event, I'm just like, we get attached with, and that's why they said your heart has to always be lighter than a feather. It is because you was doing things for this person from the matter of your heart. You loved him. You cared for him. You get what I'm saying? But it was weighing you down. Your heart ain't lighter than a feather when you was with this person. Your heart is now becoming lighter than a feather now because you have now received this spiritual freedom to do what it is that you need to do. And now we need to provide you with these tools, or further recommendation to continue on and just help you to learn from that experience. And again, once this person come up with, or heal himself from this trust situation or whatever anger stuff he got going on with himself, or this don't know what he want to do with himself, when he's finished with that, then if you are still willing to build with him, then that will be it. But right now, his reality is his reality. I believe that I claim that you are a very good support system for him. You get what I'm saying? You gave him chances. You loved him. You cared for him. You supported him. I mean, what more can you do for somebody? You can't want anything more than a person wanted for themselves. You can't. You can't. You buying a new car? I see a car here.
No, I had a car that I had now for about 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
So I guess you could consider that, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just see this car. Yeah, this car here. Okay, they're just showing me things, yeah, she got this, she got that. Again, just this whale, the image of this whale is like strength, and then too, it makes sense. Remember when I was talking to you about strength? It makes sense because you have to have strength to get up out of this particular situation, especially when it's dealing with a loved one, and moving forward.
I never thought that I would actually do this. It came so naturally. And then a part of it too, I guess why I had kind of bad. I have 2 children.
Okay, yeah.
I have an 18-year-old son and I have a 15-year-old son.
Mhm.
And my 15-year-old son is really close with my husband, so I didn't want to separate them once he decided he didn't want to come. And so my youngest son is actually there with him too.
Mhm. That's fine. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. He's in good hands. He needs to be with a man at times.
Absolutely.
You know, it's okay. You're still there, but you children or not, you have to branch off to do the best that you can do for yourself. Because as a result of doing the best that you could do for yourself, now you could do the best that you could do for your children. Your son is 15 years old. He's not a baby. He's a teenager,
No,
yeah,
he's not.
but he's not a baby.
Yes, he is.
You don't got, you don't got to change no Pampers and put no breast in his damn mouth. So I mean,
You're right.
It's everything is falling into divine order. You get what I'm saying? Everything is falling into divine order. I'm definitely seeing this diamond. What do you do? What is it that you're doing now? Do you do anything with real estate or something, or property or homes?
Oh, as far as occupation, Miss, I'm a nurse.
Oh, you are a nurse. Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are a nurse. Yeah, nurturing. Definitely. Good. No, 'cause that's exactly what you need to be. That's exactly what you need to be. Definitely. Oh, okay. You're a nurse. Yeah, remember when I spoke to you about nursing and nurturing and teaching and this and that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of
And I just recently, I'm actually trying to be like you. I just started a business where I'm trying to get actually away from nursing, mainly because I am not a big fan of medicine, and I'm more about the holistic approach. And I've conducted a few women empowerment circles, like on a full moon and new moon and things like that.
Oh,
that just comes naturally to me, and I love it.
Yeah.
It don't feel like work
at all.
And that's what I want to do. I'm also in the process of.
Go ahead.
Of like growing my own herbs and things like that. So I feel like that's what I need to do.
That's why you left that person, so that you can fulfill this desire of yours. I'm trying to tell you. So, everything is in alignment. Your children is good. You just have to separate real quick so that you can fulfill this your spiritual destiny. All of the different, well, not all, but there were certain characteristics that I said that is in you that is composed of your ancestors. So I don't know who's the healer of your ancestors, but that person is coming up. The nurturing, whoever was the nurturing, you're already a nurse. Having and planting your own business, as I seen like this home or this land thing, that's going to come up. You get what I'm saying? That's why I thought probably it had something to do with like real estate or whatever. No, you're just saying that you want to get the land or get property somewhere and just start your.
I came down. That's what I came down here for. To look for land, so that way I can grow my herbs and things like that.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, okay. So yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's probably what that's good. I'm working at it. So that's reassuring.
Oh yeah. That's but take your time, my love. Take your time with it. Definitely take your time with it. You don't have to rush into it. Just take your time with it. Go in, internal. Whenever you find a good deal, always double check with the God in you, right? Always double check if you need to even light up a white and blue candle. Blue for communication, the throat chakra. Blue for communicating with the spirit realm. You get what I'm saying? White for clarity of the mind. You want to light it up for 3 days. Even though it's a 7-day candle, all I need you to do is light it up for 3 days. Also, hear me out. Also, what they're saying is, tell her, give me a second, or you're born on the 13th, on the 13th, or any number that adds up to 13, you want to do what is known, starting from like the 11th, you want to do what is known as a 3-day feet wash. Give me a second.
What kind of wash, my love?
A feet.
A 3-day?
Feet. Wash the feet.
Oh, feet wash.
You want to drop.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. You want to drop. Okay. you sleeping, right? You're sleeping on your bed, because I have to now explain what I'm seeing. You're sleeping on your bed. You get a bucket of water, right? You leave it at the foot of your bed. The night before. The next morning, you need some lemongrass oil, essential oil. You're just gonna drop a few You're just gonna drop just a little bit, few lemongrass oil. All right, that's all you're gonna do. Drop a little bit of lemongrass oil in the bucket of water, and you just every morning for 3 days you're just gonna wash your feet.
Okay.
So on the 11th, when you wake up, okay, so the 10th, right? The 10th, you at night, right? At night, you're gonna fill up a bucket of water. You're gonna place it at the head of your bed. On the 11th, you wake up, right? Drop, you're gonna have a little bit of drops of the lemongrass. You're gonna wash your feet, and that's like, like the quote unquote Jesus story or whatever. Like his feet got washed by some Mary Magdalene or what, I don't know, whoever, one of them chicks or whatever. That is symbolic of grounding yourself, and that is symbolic of purity. And if you want to, for you, my love, and if what they're saying is as above, so below. So to the extent that you want to think clearly, they telling her her foundation needs to be clear as well. So it's like, when people take a spiritual bath, you're cleansing your feet, so your feet is taking a spiritual bath within itself. I would say on the 10th, you want to begin to pray into this water, clarity, whatever it is that you desire, any type of removal of obstacles. I claim this, just purify me, just cleanse me mentally, physically, spiritually. You just got to put your intentions in this bucket of water as well, because you're going to change the vibration of the water molecules. That's basically what that's about. So that would be recommended for you for 3 days. So you're going to do it on the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. You got to understand the number 13 is a very mystical number. A very, very mystical number. It deals with occultism. It deals with psychicness, intuition. And that's why, in a sense, I felt that you was like a Virgo. Because you have, like, I pick up like this Oshun energy with you. Like this mama energy
I
with
love
you.
me some Oshun.
Yes, definitely that. Definitely that energy you have. And it's good. So are you clear on the, and then too, you want to, okay, so you throw it out every night too, and you get a new one the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you clear on it?
I am. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. And that's just as soon as you wake up, you put your feet in this bucket of water that you have put lemongrass oil in it. Just, affirmations, just cleansing myself, just cleaning off my feet, because people be fronting on the feet. The feet is the foundation of the body and the temple. So, you have any questions, beloved?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote them down. Let me see my little raggedy piece of paper here.
What is the condition with your mom?
I don't know why.
I'm sorry.
I always felt a strong connection with my great-grand. It's interesting that you say on my mom's side, because I always felt like a really strong connection with my great-grandmother on my father's side. And I didn't know whether she decided to come to you or not to help her granddaughter out.
I didn't get her.
Okay.
Is she dark skinned?
Brown skin, but no more brown skin.
Well, it depends on who's saying something.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But she looked like a Native American. Like,
that's what I was just about to say. She's tall. She's tall.
She was tall, yes.
Okay, so she's here. She's here. She got these like glasses on or something. The way she's presenting to me now, she has these glasses on, And then she also has her hair is strong. I don't know if she was losing her hair, as she made the transition or whatnot. Oh, wait a minute then. So it is on your father's side that the Native Indians.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then I'm sorry, then it's not your mother, because this lineup was your Native Indians. This lineup, I thought perhaps it was the lineup was definitely the name. Remember when I was telling you, like, that's why I was curious to know where these people come from. So if it is your father that is Native Indian, then this ancestral bloodline that came through is your father's side. So excuse me for that, because they all feel maternal. You get what I'm saying? They all feel like like they just all feel. That's why is this your mom's side? And that's why right before you ask that question, I'm just curious to, like they say, well, ask her about her mom. So I don't. That probably is why.
It might be. Yeah, the thing with my mom is her and I, we don't even talk. We don't get along at all. So I didn't know whether, like, what her and I situation was maybe in a past lifetime or something like that, because our relationship as mother and daughter is not what it should be, not in the least bit.
Give me a second. That's why they say, well, ask her.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you heard me or not, but I right before you asked that question, I did ask you, well, where's your mom? What's the deal with her? You probably didn't ask me because you was asking you didn't hear me because you was asking this question. But let me and that's the reason why, because of what you just said. But give me a second. Let me.
Sure.
Oh, it's a controlling thing. Again, I'm not sure if your mother has chose you again, here, that's the key word, to learn how to love someone unconditionally. I feel like what your spirit guides are saying, in your past life, it could have been a situation where she was very controlling, controlling over you, and you allowed it, and it was more so like you were very passive and you were fearful of her, and I feel like she might have not been your mom, but she could have been like your stepmom. She had some type of authority over you. So now, reincarnated on this physical plane, now it's like, okay, you have to learn the lesson to love this person unconditionally. You have to learn the lesson of loving her, with no limitations or no judgment, or, not trying to control this woman, or this person, this being, but just to let her be. Let her express herself. Let her love you too. I feel like it was more so like a barrier. Something. Do you guys look alike?
I want to say no, but people do say that we do resemble. But I do look more like my father. But we do. You can tell she's my mom, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So you look alike. Okay. I mean, I understand where you come, like, my love. Let me tell you something. Remember what I told you. You don't wanna make the transition with this on your mind and this on your heart. You gotta work on that.
Yeah, and I think that's. I do, but then I just wonder, like, what does a person do in a situation where somebody actually tries to cause you harm? And maybe I should just give you, like, a really tight background. My mom is I don't know if you're familiar with the Jehovah's Witness religion, but she's a very, very strong Jehovah's Witness. And I'm 33, and like I told you, my son is 18, so obviously I had him. What would be an inappropriate time to son. I was 14 years old, and that was it for her. It was like, you're a fornicator, you can't be in my house, you gotta go. And so pretty much from 14 on, I was on my own. And my father, when he could, was able to support me to when he couldn't anymore. And then, thankfully, by then I was old enough to get emancipated and care for my son on my own. But also, I have 3 brothers, and her relationship with my dad was not the greatest because he was a womanizer, and he also was a substance abuser.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to a point where she was more concerned with that, so I took on the role of caring for my brother.
There you go. Yeah.
And so it's like she has a lot of animosity from me because now to this day my brothers will actually, you would think I was their mother.
Yeah.
And she holds a lot of animosity against me towards that when I was just trying to, as a child, trying to do what I needed to do for my brother. And she doesn't really acknowledge her part in it all. It's just a disrespectful child that she don't know where I came from type deal.
Yeah, she don't know why she don't. The thing about it is you gotta here it is, right? The soul knows each other, but the physical body doesn't. So it's a soul battle. Like I've met you long time ago. Why you back? You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you came from. I done got rid of you, or I didn't really deal with you in the past life. Why you're back? You get what I'm saying? But you can't. You guys cross paths again. Now you cross paths again as mother and child. You get what I'm saying? In the past life, I'm picking up more so. And again, this is just coming from my messages and my interpretation of what's been shown to me, right? That in the past life, it was more so of like a stepmother thing where she did not love you unconditionally the way she was supposed to compared to her other children, and now she has to learn the lesson of not being controlling and loving you unconditionally. There is something, and again, it could be due to, and remember when I said I don't know if your mom's side of the family or whatever are spiritual and religious as well. I'm picking that up. It could be this religion thing that is taking over her, that is making her see you in that way. Who knows? Only once she finds the true God in her, the true God in her will reveal the reason why you chose her to be your mom. Because you chose her. You chose this woman. You get what I'm saying? And it could be, and just like your sons chose you to be their mom, you also chose her. And I chose my mom, who happened to be a Libra. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, why did I choose this woman again? And perhaps you chose her again so that she can show you the unconditional love that she did not show you in the past life. So you like, all right, you know what? Because you are always giving people chances, and it's like, you know what? Let me give her another chance. Let me choose her. Probably she'll love me better now. You get what I'm saying? Probably she'll change. The same way when I was talking to you about, your lover there, the brother. Same thing with here. Remember when I told you that you are a nurturer? There you go.
Yes.
Taking care of 3 men or boys. 4, because you had your own.
Yeah, exactly.
At a young age. Do you really think that was you, or do you really think that was the entities in you?
Oh, no. I didn't even know what I was doing. That was the entities.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So moving forward, now that you sprouted, you know what I'm saying? Now that you're not younger, you done sprouted, or rather being conscious of your natural gifts, you have to, or we recommend, or I advise you to fulfill your spiritual destiny by any means necessary. I don't care who you're hurting. Sometimes you gotta hurt certain people to get to where you at, and it's not intentionally, but it's like, hey, if this not the wave that you're trying to ride, then this is my wave. This is my reality. I bless you on your path to find happiness, because this is where I'm happy.
So is it necessary, or is part of me getting to where I need to be is trying to fix whatever this is going on with me and my mother. Because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm more at peace actually just not acknowledging her.
If that's what it is, then that's what it is. Again, it's a lesson here for you. Perhaps in your past life you felt different. Now we got to put you. Now we have to put you through a torture to let you know that tough love or whatever it is. We're putting you through the lessons of love, and letting you know or telling you that the self love is better than any type of love. I don't care who it come from. And we're gonna test you because we're gonna put we're gonna put your mother in a situation where she quote unquote hates you, and we're gonna see how you react to that if you're a god. We're gonna do this.
Wow.
We're gonna do this. Okay, so now you say, you know what? I find peace within myself. Bingo, you pass. On to the next. If it's making you, and it don't matter how you go about it, because there's nobody here to judge you. If your mother want to come on, if she wants to begin to forgive, because obviously she feels like you did something wrong, right? You had a child at 14 years old. Okay, people have children at 14 years old all the time. Africa, Asia, Europe, wherever.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
So she's definitely a get married first, and
that's okay, because because she, you know, she has a spell cast upon her. She's living, and this also deals with other people too, where their standards is based upon society standards, or their standards is based upon the Bible. Their standards is based upon what their parents say is right or wrong. That's their standards. It's not yours. And that's where you go wrong, because now you begin to live the life of somebody else's standard and not live the life that you want to live the life, or feel guilty because, damn, I broke the standards. What fucking, like, what?
Seriously, yeah. That's just the truth.
So you done set yourself free a little bit earlier than some. And let me have this baby now, so all of this can stop. Let me bring this soul into my being, so that I can be mature enough to say, you know what? Let me be independent. Remember that whale came up, that strength. And remember, your spirit guides tell me things about you from the past, present, future. So that whale can just be a symbol of your whole life journey thus so far. You're 33. That's a very magical number. This is 2017. This is a 1 year. So we're dealing with new beginnings. We're dealing with new business ideas. We're dealing with meeting new people. You get what I'm saying? We're dealing with self-independence. So the main fact that you saying, like, you know what, I made this split, or, you know, I seen the split, and you said, you know what, but I still feel at peace with myself. You're growing. You're growing.
Okay.
You have other questions, my love?
The only other question I didn't know whether you could tell me what my ties were to my boys.
In terms of what? I'm sorry. What do you mean by the ties?
Oh, and did we have another relationship, like maybe in a past life or something like that, in a different dynamic? Why they chose me? I don't know if you can share that with me.
What is your boy's sign?
My oldest boy, he was born May 18th, so I think that makes him a Taurus. And then my youngest son is definitely a Gemini.
So you got Gemini. Your Gemini boy is a gift to you. I don't know about the May 18th one. I'm not picking up anything with him. But the Gemini is a gift to you. The Gemini was like your karmic rewards. Your Gemini is like, you've been so good to us. Here, we're going to give you this Gemini boy. You know why? Because he has the potential to be a billionaire. And I know money is nothing, but this boy here, he came from a planet of like I'm not technologies. It may be safe to say technology, or like the Greys, or a place where it's all about, let me see how to upgrade this, and let me see how to invent this, and like engineering, or just like a lot of like high advanced um beings is what I'm going to say. Very high advanced beings. So if he resonates on, or if you help him to resonate with the higher self, he could be like a prince. You see, Prince is, I don't know what it is that Prince couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is that Prince couldn't do. He's a Gemini. He got that. And again, you also got to understand, or rather overstand, that Geminis are the natural channels. So spirituality is also big with him. He got to make sure that, and what your spirit guides is saying, he got to also make sure of the girls that he's with, or the relationships that he gets into, because that could be his downfall at times too. If she's not on the same particular, and again, I know he's only 15, but I'm just saying in the near future, just be on a watch out as his mother. Like as just like, hey, I don't know about this one. She's not uplifting you. And children, you gotta allow them to be teenagers or whatever. They gonna go through their times where they have bad girls, or they be bad, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a teenager, but in any event, as he get into like that 17, 18 peak, quote unquote, I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes an author, a writer, rather an engineer, or dealing with computers, that type of higher technology leeway, also dealing with like artsy stuff, very artsy, because when you deal with artsy stuff, you're tapping into a different realm. That whenever if you're an artist, you just you get into your zone, you get into another dimension. And I see that with this boy. When is his actual birthday?
June 13th, 2000.
Yeah, 13.
2.
Yeah, 13. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Higher technology. 13. So he's a gift. He's your gift. So treat your gift right.
I can see that. That's my baby. I can see that.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, I think that was about it. This was very helpful. You don't know how much I appreciate you and your gift and willing to share it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for being patient with me. I'm a busy wreck. With the time and stuff. So I really appreciate,
Absolutely. And I can imagine it takes a lot out of you. I could only imagine. So you're actually sacrificing your own energy to help others, which is amazing in itself. So I wish you well and your continued success, because you already know you're great and you're going to be even greater. So
yes. Oh, my love. Your messages has been well received. May the Creator continue to bless you on your journey. I see nothing but wellness and goodness for you. I just claim that you continue to work with the God you. That's it. Just continue working with the God you. And as you know, this session has been recorded. I'm not sure if you wanted to keep this private, or do you give me permission to upload it publicly?
I'm sure you can upload it. No worries.
Okay, my love. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.